What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys enjoy, and thank you guys for coming. I just wanted to make a quick video that's basically a guide to mountain climbing in Halo Reach, because that's a new popular game now that MCC re-released it. This is just a couple tips for getting around the map faster, or climbing to spots that you probably shouldn't be able to. It should probably be useful. I spawned in the wrong spot. There we go. Alright. So this first one's called Montana. You can tell that because of how what the little radar down there is going to say. So what you want to do for this one is you look at this black dot here, and you just kind of jump to the left of it, and there's some grip around this area, and then it should shoot you up to this ledge here. And then there's grip up there, and you'll jump up to the next ledge. Hopefully, you can get it right. It's a little bit hard to kind of get, but if you keep practicing it, I'm sure you guys will get it. It still takes me a couple tries, but there you go. See, you're up on the ledge now. And then what you want to do is you want to head over here. And then this part is called the front of Montana, so you should see this little crease here in the mountain. I don't know if you guys can all see that, but it's like right there. So you want to run along that crease, and then you'll end up on this ledge. And then what you want to do is you want to sprint. And you want to follow this black line right here, and you'll get around this kind of corner, and you'll get on top of the top mountain. If you miss this corner, though, you're going to end up sliding back down. But that's how you do the front of Montana. So this all works pretty sweet. That's how you get to the top of that. And then there's also another secret way around the backside that not a lot of people know about, which is kind of a new trick I learned recently, like 2 years ago, but recently enough. So you want to do the same thing. You just jump up here, jump to the next spot, get back up on this ledge, right? By the way, this all takes crouch jumping, and if you guys aren't sure what that is, you jump and you click the crouch button almost at the same time that you jump, and it should send you a little bit higher than a normal jump probably would. So what I just did there is I went through these rocks up top, and then I fall back down here, and then what you want to do is you kind of want to run along this edge and jump over to this spot over here. So maybe if my game will do it. Alright, and then you end up here, and if you don't make it, there's a way where you can just run along here and then just jump up, and that's another way if you fall and miss. And then you just want to kind of follow this mountain around, kind of just climb on pretty obvious spots, and then when you get to this area, you can drop down to this lower ledge here. You're really close to the water, so be careful, but you can drop down here, and then you guys see this crease in the mountain. I'm not sure if the graphics are totally holding up, but here you guys can see there's like a little ridge. You want to just follow that ridge, and when you get to the point, just jump. Oh, I missed it. Oh, I guess I didn't. Okay. Well, you want to jump when you get to the end point there, and then that'll set you onto this ledge here, and then you just jump around the corner and run your way up the hill. And this is the back way up Montana, and it's called Montana because if you look in that bottom left radar, you guys can see that it says Montana, and that's why we get these names. At this point in the video, I'm gonna just show you guys a clip of how to get down. There's a couple different ways you can do this, but Reach has this special little trick where if you hit any surface that's at a 45-degree angle, you will have the potential to not take any fall damage. So this is a really neat trick, and it can be really useful for getting down from places really fast. I use this trick all the time. But you got to keep in mind it's 45-degree angle, and then sometimes it just randomly happens in the game. I'm not totally sure what that's about, but sometimes you can just fall from like 1,000 feet and just live. So I'm going to include this clip of me doing it, and then hopefully you guys can kind of check that out and copy it. Next spot we're gonna climb is called Marine Mountain. It's a way you can get. It's still in the canyon. It's just up here to our left, and it's also really useful. Not a lot of people are able to do this move really efficiently, but if you can keep trying it and just practice and practice, and you'll eventually get really good at it, and you'll end up kind of getting to some spots that not everyone can do. And then, I don't know, it's really advantageous for some custom games and stuff like that. So you just want to kind of run up that chute. I don't know if you guys all saw that, but so you go down here. This is kind of where you want to go. It's by this weirdly like gray and black rock. You just hop up here, jump onto the second ledge. It doesn't really matter that much. You can go down there also, but I just prefer this way. And then you just run up this little chute, and you'll end up on this ledge. This ledge is pretty useful also. And then just come over here, sprint, and you want to kind of jump into the wall at an angle, and you'll end up over here. You don't need to crouch jump for that one, but you know, it is recommended. Sprinting, I think, is necessary. I think it can be done without it, but it definitely makes it much easier. Also, there's a little floating tree here, which is kind of cool. Yeah. I don't think trees generally grow like that. Alright, the next mountain that we're going to talk about is Alaska. Alaska is this one right here. This is pretty much the easiest climb that we'll be doing today. It's, so you just see this little ledge here. You just want to jump up there, and then jump to this other little ledge here. And then when you get to this spot, you see this black, big black kind of spot in the rock. You want to crouch jump from the right to the left into that, and you'll get some grip there, and then you just run up, and then boom, you're on Alaska. And Alaska's the widest mountain. It also has some of the taller spots, but we'll get a look at those in a couple minutes. So this is probably where a lot of Forge bases are gonna be put because of how wide and how much open landscape there is up here. So right over there, that's Montana. Alright, now I'm going to show you guys how to get up the back way of this in case you can't really figure out that other method. So, to do this next one, you're going to want to be on the beach, which is just come down here, and right now I'm on the beach. Okay, so this next part is a little bit of another map. Excuse me. There's a little bit of another climb called Ranger, and Ranger, I'll show you guys right now before I do the other ones, I guess. So you get to this little black spot on this rock, and you just look at this little corner here, and you just want to crouch jump and kind of spam A until you get some grip right around there. So here, I'll show you guys. So you go like this, you crouch jump, didn't quite do it. All right, so just to go again, crouch jump, and I'm up. See how that works? It might take a couple tries, but you can do it. This next one, this is, by the way, this is me heading up Ranger. So this is lower Ranger, and that up there is upper. So what you do is you just come over here, and if you go too far to the right, you're going to lose grip, and you're going to slide all the way back down the mountain. So, and it's hard to get back up from here. But I won't go all the way back down, so I don't have to do that other part again. So you see this, I'm not sure if everybody can see it, but there's a little gray spot that you can always kind of see on this rock. What you want to do is you want to line up to the right of it and crouch jump right towards it. Maybe if I can do it. Maybe not. Maybe it's the left. Oh yeah, okay. So what you want to do is you want to get to the left over here, and you want to crouch jump into that kind of gray spot. And then you get some grip on this rock. See how that works? So you go gray spots there, crouch jump, and then you sprint up this, and then this one is just another crouch jump up to the top of this rock like that, and boom, you're up Ranger. And then this is how you get to the lower Ranger. You just run across here, and then to get to upper Ranger, you have to stick really close to this wall, and see where there's a little bend in the terrain right there. You want to just stay on top of that. So you just get really close to the wall and hug it, and then that's how you do top Ranger. You have a full look out at the Forge World Island right there, and then right down here is Lower Ranger, and that's just, it has a little bit better cover than Upper Ranger, so, you know, utilize that as much as you can. So I'm gonna do the lower climb again, just to make sure you guys all got that. So start down here, and you kind of sprint at that corner, and then crouch jump, and there you go. You're right up. Okay, now this next part is called Back Alaska, and this is how you get to the top of Alaska from the island side. So if you miss that jump, you kind of want to end up on that ledge. No worries, you don't have to start over. You could just head right over here to this kind of big rock here, and if you look here, just kind of run straight at this. You want to jump over this little lip here, and just jump, and you should hit grip right around there if you spam A, and you should get up, just like that. Okay, so this one is the harder version, but it's definitely the more known version. You kind of are always, if you're taught how to mountain climb, you're probably taught this one, so yeah, so just run along this edge, and then you get to the end here, and you crouch jump that. You want to make sure that you crouch jump because it'll give you extra height if you're trying to jump up high, but it'll also give you extra length. So you head along this edge, it's right above the cave. You head along this edge, just come right here, and then you should see this this crease. A lot of this has to do with creases, and you just kind of want to crouch jump up this, and then there's grip, and you just sprint all the way up, and boom, you're right on top of Alaska again. So you got the island view over here, there's canyon view if you go all the way over there, and it's really nice for looking in that cave, that giant cave that's always on this mountain, or underneath this mountain, I guess. So if you fall back down, here's a second way that I think is much easier for getting up. So you get back up here, you want to jump over here, and then there's this kind of like cubed, like a corner ledge. You just head around here, and then jump over to that, and then you head to the top of this. See where that is? You head to the top of there with your feet, and then crouch jump into that little cradle that you see right there. So you just come to the top of here, and then crouch jump, and you should land in some grip on this cradle. And then all you want to do is you want to sprint and jump, and then sometimes it's a little hard, but you gotta kind of time it right. And you want to look straight up the mountain when you do this, because if you look forward, you might get sent a little too far. So you jump up here, and then sprint, and then jump, and that's how you do the other method. It's much easier. I shouldn't have spent so long in the other one, but I wanted you guys to make sure you got the best tutorial possible. Alright, so next is how you end up on the tallest part of the map. So what you do is, if either you climbed Alaska that way, or you just climbed Back Alaska, you head over here on the other side of this cave, and just head over these rocks, and you kind of head along this edge here. Make sure you hug the wall, because you don't want to slip off on accident. Just jump over these rocks. It's not that hard, and then just keep going, keep going, keep going, and then you're going to want to go around the corner here. And see this? You just want to crouch jump up this, and then just sprint all the way. And you're going to go out of the boundary of the map. So you can crouch and stay right here. So what you do here is you just kind of hop around this edge here, and get onto this, and then hop up here, and then climb around, around. And this turns into a great vantage point, because you can look into the valley right there, into the canyon, or you can look at this half of the island with some cover, and you can see all of Alaska. So that's really great. And then another awesome thing is you can just head straight up the mountain here, and you can see all of the island, and you can see all of Canyon, and almost all of Montana. So that's pretty sweet. The next part is you want to head back down here. This is another way around, and this is mostly to get cover from the canyon. So what you do is you head over here, jump over that little kind of break right there where the two rocks meet, run up this, and then kind of follow this little crease here to that ledge there, and just sprint up it, and then head back over here. You're out of bounds again, and then this is how you get to the top of Ranger, the very, very tip top of the map. So right here. You don't want to make sure that you don't die in the out of area zone. And then this is the next little spot where you can kind of utilize getting down quickly. I'm not totally sure if this is a 45-degree angle or not, but I'm going to show you guys two methods of getting down. One of them is a little bit more sketchy than the other one. The first one I'm going to show you guys is hopping down right there. So you just hop down to kind of where you start Ranger.
Suicide.
All right. All right, so the next one. There we go. I got it to work. All right. So see how you hit that little edge, and then you are down here again. And then you can climb back up. So that concludes the tutorial. If you guys need any help at all, just make sure that you guys comment or shoot me a message on any of my platforms. I'm on Mixer, I'm on YouTube, I have Twitter and Instagram. If you guys have any questions about this tutorial, absolutely send me a message and I'll give you the best advice I can. I hope you guys use these kind of tips to help you get around custom games and multiplayer maps, and good luck with all you guys' games. Thanks for watching.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you stick around to watch me fall off a mountain over and over again. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you leave a like or comment below and let me know what you think. We encourage you to watch some of our other content we have on this channel, as well as checking out our other platforms. Links to those platforms are in the description below. You can subscribe by clicking the logo in the middle of your screen, or check out our other videos by clicking on the other two thumbnails.